Okay, so what we're going to look at now is using just some of the editing features inside of Ableton. So right now we'll have a look at envelopes that exist inside both audio and MIDI clips. So in Ableton speak, envelope is often used to mean automation graph, which is really more than ADSR modulation. So clip envelopes are snippets of automation that only exist within audio or MIDI clips, and they're independent of the arrangement, which we'll get to later. They're used to modulate a clip's parameters as well as the mixer parameters for the channel that the clip is on. So in order to actually view clips envelopes, what we need to do is down in the bottom left hand corner here, the third little circle along is an E. We need to click that and you'll see this envelope section pops up. So inside of here you've got some drop down menus. The first one here, you'll see you've got clip or mixer. We'll start in mixer. Now underneath you've got some more options there. As you can see, ones that are highlighted, track panning for example. If I select this, I can put in breakpoints along this orange line here, and I can essentially be automating the track's panning. You'll also see this happen in the panning pot as it occurs. So I'll just play this back and you'll see this occur. Okay, so that's the panning. Another thing here, if you've got a send, for example, on this audio channel, I've got a send to a reverb, send A. I can actually, in the mixer section, choose that reverb, and again, I can automate or draw in the send effect there. You'll see it going up and down. So again, when I play this back, you'll hear the send amount go up. So that's pretty handy with inside the audio clip. Inside of the clip option, you've got more options, and they're usually related to the warp options that you've selected in this section. But for example, we've got transposition, so that's obviously going to be transposing the audio again. So on the clip, I'll just put a little bit of that in and we'll have a quick listen to that. And as I said, yeah, the other features are related to different warp options. For example, you might have grain size modulation. If you've chosen tones in the warp section, you'll see the grain size area here. Again, if I make a modulation change here, you'll see the pot, the orange line inside the pot correspond. I don't know if you'll see the actual knob term, but you will see the orange line there come down. Okay, so that's clip automation inside the audio clip. We'll now go over to a MIDI clip that I prepared earlier. Now I've just simply got a operator with a sine wave on there, so just have a listen to this guy. Okay, I think you get the picture there. So again, inside of the MIDI clip, I've got options, mixer, again, similar options. So again, track panning, I can send, adjust the send parameters and things like that. But even more so, again, I can actually go into the instrument itself, the MIDI instrument, and these will vary depending upon the instrument that you've got on there. So for example, in Operator, I've got all of the options that I could modulate inside there, inside of the operator itself. And look, you could just go nuts. I won't muck around with any of them in this video. And you've also got MIDI control messages that you can send as well. So depending on your MIDI setup, for example, I've got pitch bend selected there. If I go ahead and make some breakpoints, make some movements there, we should hear some pitch bend. So as you can see, there's just lots and lots of options to be explored inside of both audio clips and MIDI clips. Bear in mind that they both have master sort of mixer controls, so you can affect the sends and things like that. And then they've also got other folders within, depending on what you've selected. You can go very deep into it and create some pretty crazy automation.